Coming up on Sports Den, we've got some spikes, some slams, some forehands, and the Bengals take flight to the Falcons coming up on Sports Den. Hello everyone and welcome to Sports Den. We are your hosts. I'm Kenton Kipp. This guy is Jeff Dinsmore.
4 showers, baby. 4 shows.
4. Yep.
Yeah.
Starting off 4 for 4. That's good. And we just love that music.
Yes.
Still going. We had a big weekend this last. 2 of our 3 teams won. That's good for football.
Yep.
And this looked like a week where hopefully we were going to get 3 wins.
Yeah, I thought
it didn't work out that way.
No, it did not.
But we had our game of the week was the Armstrong Falcons and the Blaine Bengals. Falcons looking for a place to land in this one. They should have found a different spot to land this punt as Joe Roble takes it from midfield on the run. He takes it 44 yards all the way down to the 7-yard line. Bengals would not score on that drive, however. But Roble, he takes things into his own hands. On defense now, 3rd and long. Roble the interception at the Bengal 44. Better net for the Falcons that way anyway. Rather than punting to him, it works out for both teams. Bengals do score on this one. Quarterback Alex Copa runs it in from 2 yards out. Extra point Zach Wright. It's 7-0 Bengals. Second quarter. Copa pumps and fires to a wide-open Tyler Drulow, 21-yard touchdown. Right the extra point, it's 14-0 Bengals. Then late in the half, a couple minutes later, wide receiver picked downfield on a crossing route, opens up Joe Roble. The first half was the Joe Roble show. Offense, defense, special teams, and I guess that's everything. 20-0 Bengals at the break after the missed extra point. Third quarter, Copa again the pump and throw to Drulow. 24-yard touchdown. And Jeff, give me that star wipe. This is the play of the week nominee. Star wipe. Right the extra point after this nice touchdown grab. 27-0 Bengals. Less than 2 minutes later, Copa to James Warner, streaking down the field, hits him in stride. It's a 64-yard touchdown strike. Copa to Warner. The nice stiff arm gets to the end zone. That's worth another star wipe. Another play of the week nominee. Stiffs him to the helmet, and he's in. Great play, right the extra point. Bengals up 34-0. Another Bengals score. Warner once again, this time on the pitch from Lammy. Warner takes it in from 24 yards out. And the Bengals win 41-7 the final. We hear from the stars of the show, Joe Roble and Alex Copa. 41-7 the final.
I was just kind of listening to the coach. He just gives me a play, and I just go do it. We got this great play where I just cut right to the middle, and it was wide open on that touchdown, so it really worked out for us.
Well, last week we for sure had a run-first mentality, and this week we wanted to open up the passing game more. We were able to spread the ball a lot more, and it just worked with how we were setting up with practice this week. We were able to move the ball really well today, and credit to our offensive line out there giving me time, and especially our receivers getting open, doing the right routes, everything.
So the Bengals looking to pass more in this game, and they did. 212 yards passing for Copa and 4 touchdowns passing. And he also had 60 yards rushing a touchdown. That's 5 scores for Alex Copa.
Can I say it?
You can.
At the Copa Cabana.
You didn't just say it, you sang it.
All right.
Drulow with 2 touchdown catches, Warner with 1, and Roble with 1. He also had an interception, a nice punt return. As a great showing for the Bengals. Armstrong scored late, but the solid offense, defense, and special teams for the Bengals, that's what we're looking for there as they enter the rankings at number 9 now. Osseo at the top of the conference, along with Anoka 2-0. Totino Grace right along with him as well. 4-way undefeated in conference right there. All right, upcoming for the Bengals will be at Osseo, so one of those teams will still be undefeated. The other one will not be undefeated. That's how that works. And then they have Apple Grove and then Coon Rapids coming up as well. So a couple of tough games on the road for the Bengals.
Yep, it's going to be a big one. That's going to be huge. Well, the Panthers are 2-0 as well. And
they like going to Benilde the last couple of years.
Yeah, and, you know, Benilde has only won one time against Spring Lake Park, and that was at Benilde. It was at Hopkins, but Spring Lake Park is they're good, no doubt about it, the Panthers. And I
hear they got a good defense.
A very good defense, no doubt about it. We went to those a game, and it was unreal. We went to the highlights for that game right here. It was Panthers against the Red Knights, and here it is right here. You know who that is? That's Gabe Dahl.
That's Gabe Dahl.
Yeah, getting down to the 21-yard line. Gabe Dahl with a big game. Then it's the Panthers at the 2-yard line. Guess who scores? E.G. Touchdown. 7-0 Panthers. In the second quarter, look at this. Stunstrud. It's going to be picked off. Right there. Nice pick off by Lenker Omar for the Panthers. Oh, it's still 7-0 to the second half. First kick right here. Gabe Dahl once again. He could go all the way. Look out! But he's going to be stopped on the 35-yard line. Second down on the 16-yard line. It's going to be C.J. Janu. He's going to get, look at that. Nobody's going to touch him.
Janu.
Yeah, Janu. 13-0 as the extra point was missed. Benilde with a nice pass. This is decent. This is a nice pass, but nice pass. Hey, you know, looking things going good. It's the fourth quarter, and he's going to be sacked by Axelson. Ooh, it's fourth down. Panther defense still looking good. Here comes Stensrud again. It's picked off by Zach Delcourt for the Panthers. I thought he could go for that, but he didn't do it. Watch this. Still, fourth quarter. The Panther defense is just doing it. Look at it. Here's a sack right there. Jacob Oldie. That's a pass. That's a sack right there. And another sack by Jacob Oldie. 4.5 sacks in the game. 4.5. It says Cooper, but it's Panthers. 16-0.
It was indeed.
Connor Janu, CJ Janu. Anyway, pass it. 1-4 for 11 yards. That's not bad.
Oh, his name's Connor.
Yeah, but CJ. 13, 60 yards. EJ, 18 for 92 yards, 3 tackles. Here we go. Gabe Dahl rushing 29 yards, 7 tackles. But you know what? Zach Delcourt, 3 tackles, interception. Rushing, 7 tackles. You know, the Panthers are just doing it. But Benilde St. Margaret is still, you know, Keaton Stutzgrud, 13 for 29, 167 yards. So,
Randy Schaefer's kid with 2 forced fumbles.
Yeah, 2 forced fumbles.
Quite the linebacker.
But the Panthers are number 4. Spring Lake Park yards 2-0. Irondale 2-0. Chisago Lakes 2-0.
We think this is a 3-way race here?
Yeah, but it's not gonna go on. But the Panthers will play at St. Louis Park, and they'll be at Cooper, and they will also be hopefully, if finally, against North St. Paul, Irondale, Chisago Lakes. So
the Irondale Chisago Lakes games, those will be the ones that'll probably decide this conference.
Yeah.
Champion.
But I tell you what, I don't see anybody beating Spring Lake Park. I really don't. No, I really don't.
Will they get them at home? That certainly helps.
Yeah, exactly. But
speaking of getting home, and we were hoping that Centennial would bounce back.
Yes.
After losing Osseo in week 1, we were looking at Elk River and thinking that this was a good opportunity to bounce back.
I'm shocked.
And get that first win of the season as the schedule gets even tougher.
Yep.
But just didn't work out that way. In the first quarter, Elks make it 2 weeks in a row, scoring on their initial drive to open the game. This time on 4th and goal, Jordan Johnson rolls out and hits his man in the end zone. McLean Berglove, extra point no good. It's 6-0 Elk River. Ensuing kickoff trickery, onside kick doesn't fool the up man in the front row. Unfortunately, in high school football, you can't advance an onside kick. He could have taken it to the house. We don't have a name or a number on him, but it was a nice play. Cougars unable to capitalize, fumble, and the Elks recover on their 26-yard line. Second quarter, Cougars have a nice drive going. Fullback Jordan Clark bouncing off defenders. Check out this run. And it's going to be the 5th guy that brings him down after he rumbles for a 20-yard gain. Nice run for Jordan Clark. They kept that drive going. Some nice power running for the Cougars this year. Check out this power running, Jeff. Michael Diggins on this play destroys the safety. Then he climbs over the debris, and after the wreckage is cleared and the bodies are identified, it's a 9-yard touchdown run for Diggins. Play of the week nominee. Extra point, Hans Gorowski. Cougars lead now 7-6. And it's an Elks fumble. Senior defensive end captain Zach Sandbakken pounces on it. Cougar ball at the Elks 38. And it's the Cougars quarterback Max Corey. He hits Josh DeWitt. After the catch, he turns on it and gets a 17-yard gain. Then it's Corey. He hits Pierre Roddy on the fade route. 20-yard touchdown reception, extra point miss. 13-6 Cougars with 54.5 to go. End of half, you might think? Not yet. Dennis Bartoshevsky takes the handoff and goes for 29 yards inside the Cougar 40. Bartoshevsky. A few plays later, same play. Bartoshevsky in from 24 yards out. No one brings him down. The Elks score with 16.4 seconds left. Less than 40 seconds to drive the field with only one pass. Elks lead 14-13. Third quarter, things go from bad to worse. Cougars don't connect on a pitch play. Fumble recovered by the Elks on the Cougar 31. And then this is a one-play drive. Johnson play action to his big tight end, Jordan Meyer. 31-yard touchdown reception. Another two-point conversion, 22-13 Elks. Later in the quarter, Johnson sneaks it in from 1 yard out. Two-point conversion, again good. They run the same exact two-point conversion play, and they convert it again. 30-13, suddenly the Elks on top. Fourth quarter, Cougars get a nice defensive play. Michael Pearson intercepts a pass. Cougar offense unable to put any more points on the board. But the Elks were able to add another one. Johnson bootlegs, and he scores a 3-yard touchdown run with 2:52 to play. 37-13 Elks, the final score. As the Cougars fell apart in this one, and the Elks never let up. They ran a few plays that worked for them, and they ran them repeatedly in similar situations with a lot of success. Cougars looked like a different team the last 25 minutes of that game. They just couldn't stop the Elks. As the Cougars led by Max Corey, 7-19 for 91 yards and a touchdown, a couple interceptions as well. Diggins, 74 yards and a touchdown, but they just couldn't convert on those third downs. They couldn't keep the drives going, and that's what the Elks kept doing. They just kept pounding the ball. Jordan Johnson, 102 yards and 2 touchdowns passing, 49 yards rushing, and then Dennis Bartoshevsky, 150 yards and a touchdown for him as they just pounded the ball up the field. And then, Jeff, the Elks, they seem like they're for real. They had a close loss to Blaine in the first week. Now they're 1-1, you see. And I think they opened some eyes as a nice, strong showing for them. So I think they're going to be competitive in this conference.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And boy, I'll tell you what, I was really shocked that Coach Diggins, I thought they'd come on the
Yeah, and the schedule gets tougher, as I said. Elk River, they lose in that game. And then at Eden Prairie, that's a tough game. And then at home versus Anoka, who's currently at the top of the conference. Chamber Park, who's one of the top teams at Maple Grove. Yeah. There really isn't a let-up in the near future for Centennial. So it's going to be tough to get that first one. They're going to have to earn it.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game. Yeah.
All right. Well, we did cover a fantastic matchup. We try to get this yearly. As Mary Liz Swanson and Faith Lee of Andover, Mary Liz Swanson and Blaine, in their first singles. They've got quite the rivalry going the last several years, and we've got highlights of their match from yesterday.
All right.
And it was, as the kids say, epic.
All right.
Over 3 hours, Jeff, was this match.
Yes.
We cut that down to about a minute and a half.
All right.
Just so it fits within the show. We'll take a look at the highlights here. as Mary Liz Swanson coming in ranked number 5, and Faith Lee ranked number 3 in Class 2A. These opponents know each other well, conference and section rivals. In the first set, it was Mary Liz Swanson breaking Faith Lee's serve. She took the lead. It went down to a tiebreaker. In that first set, Mary Liz Swanson wins the tiebreaker 7-5. She wins the first set 7-6. In the second set, Faith Lee broke Swanson's serve several times, and she ended up taking the second set 6-0, forcing a third and deciding set. And in that one, it swung back and forth both ways. And Swanson was actually leading 30-love in this one, but Faith Lee comes back and takes it 5-4. And then this is match point right here as Faith Lee, nice volley on this one, and then Mary Liz Swanson eventually hits it long, and that was match point as Faith Lee gets the win, hard-earned win.
3 hours.
6-7, 6-0, 6-4. It was a 3-hour and 7-minute match in 94-degree heat. Several players had cramps, muscle cramps. They tried to keep hydrated as it was one of those unbelievable matches. Not only was it hot, it was also windy, as that does affect tennis.
That's unreal.
So no rain, but a lot of heat and wind. Wow. So Faith Lee, you've won this round.
Yeah.
Mary Liz Swanson, I'm sure we'll have an answer.
Unbelievable.
All right, we're going to go to break. Before we do that, it's trivia question time.
Yes, it is.
What was the name of the first conference that Springley Park was in? Can you go back that far? Do you remember? Were you part of that conference?
Yeah.
Do you remember when you and your friends helped build the school? Do you remember that? You remember that far ago?
I started it. No.
Yeah, so you know the answer to this one.
Yeah.
If you think you know the answer, why don't you give us a call, or you can email us at sports@northmetrotv.com. We'll be right back. We've got more coaching captains, we've got soccer, we've got volleyball, we've got more. You're watching Sports at North Metro TV.
You've had frozen pizza. You've had pizza old and cold. Oh, you've even had pizza that tastes like cardboard and ketchup. Well, what the heck? It's time to find out what pizza is supposed to taste like. It's time for Linwood Pizza. Linwood Pizza. Taste the difference fresh makes.
If you need seamless gutters, whether the job is large or small, you can say,
I know a guy!
for your full service landscaping, you can say,
I know a guy!
if you need commercial or residential lawn care, you can say,
I know a guy! I'm Charlie Walker, and if you need professional seamless gutters, landscaping, and lawn care, you can say, I know a guy!
With gold at all-time high, take that rope and say bye-bye. Earrings, bracelets, rings, and chains, we buy gold at your exchange. Don't send your gold to someone strange. We buy gold at your exchange. Spring Lake Park, Frilly Blaine, we buy gold at your exchange.
Join Ben Hale and Danica Peterson every Friday on North Metro TV News.
Welcome back to Sports, everyone. 2 weeks ago, we asked a trivia question.
Yep.
Blaine's career leader in kills. We never give the answer. It was Jessica Granquist.
Yep.
Marie Granquist, Chris's daughter. So it's Jessica Granquist. Last week we asked, do you own a TV? The answer is yes. No one got it right, though. But that is the answer.
Yep.
In case you were wondering, the answer is yes. All right, let's catch you up on Blaine girls soccer. We'll start with coaching captains, then we'll show highlights.
As coaches, we were expecting us to make it to state. But I think it was, since it's been a while, it was kind of unexpected by the community. But we had a great year. The girls worked extremely hard, and we're proud to represent Section 7 in the state tournament last year. So it was a good year. Right back to it again. We feel like we fell short last year by not winning a game or two in the state tournament, and our goal is to get right back to it and advance a little bit farther and continue this new tradition of winning here at Blaine.
I just want the team to make it to state, and I know that everyone's hungry in the team and we all want to make it there. I've just met so many great people through soccer, and it's created so many great opportunities for me. And I think I started playing soccer because my sisters did when I was little, and then I just loved it.
I just want to do really well and help the team out, and help the team to get to the state again and just do as best as I can. Blaine now has done a lot better than they've done in the past. Since last year we made it to state, and before that we've never done that, so it means a lot.
Brittany Montian is a player to watch. She was a freshman last year, led her team in scoring. She's looking even bigger and quicker and stronger this year. Ashley Pafko, we're moving her to defender this year. She signed to play with the Gophers next year. She's a very athletic, strong kid and never quit, so she'll be a good player to watch. I think just collectively, really too, as a team, they're all going to be fun to watch, and they're all good players, and they're all going to work hard. So you got a couple on there that might stand out because they score some goals or they're super fast or athletic, but the rest of the team is looking great too.
We're going to be better than last year and hopefully make it to state again.
We're good, and you should come out and see us play.
They're good, and they took on Anoka, who's also good. And in the first half, Savannah Schneider comes in, takes the shot, and puts it away. 1-0 Bengals lead in the first half. They weren't done. Ashley Pafko, check out this shot from long range. Gives it the boot. You ain't gonna stop that one. That's top shelf where Grandma keeps the organic peanut butter because she's hip with the times. 2-0 Bengals. And then second half, Brittany Montian. Oh wait, she hasn't scored yet. Better get hers. She puts her rocket in the net. It's 3-0. Anoka adds a goal before Brittany Montian does it again. She has another nice move here, and she ends up scoring it. She's tough to stop. 2 goals in this game, took a 4-1 lead, and good thing too, because in the last couple minutes, Anoka puts up some goals. They close the gap to 4-2, and then Katie Beckham, I wonder if there's any relation there.
Maybe.
Maybe, because she bent this one like Katie Beckham into the top corner. Beautiful shot. That made it 4-3. That's as far as they got. 30 seconds remain. Bengals win, thanks to QCTV for the footage.
Oh my.
Boys soccer in the first half. Nice header here from Jeremiah Strand. Take a look at this. That's a beautiful shot.
Ooh.
You can't stop that. 1-0 Bengals lead. They would add more in the second half. Nice shot there from Noah Bruder. Bengals up 2-0. Anoka adds one, but then on the free kick, check out this sliding score. That was Noah Bruder with the goal, and that made it 3-1 Bengals. It's a Play of the Week nominee. Sliding in to score, Asher Bates also scored for the Bengals as both the boys and the girls win 3-2 the final for the Bengals. They'll be at Maple Grove on the 13th. Centennial girls tied with Armstrong 2-2. They've been getting a couple ties here. They're still in the field. They'll be hosting number 9 Andover on the 13th. Bengals 3-1 in conference. Centennial 3-0-2.
Spring Lake Park lost to St. Francis 5-1 in the girls. The Panthers are, 1-3 and 1-4 in overall. They will be at home against Roseville and at home against Tofino Grace and at Chisago Lakes.
And the Blaine boys, they defeated Anoka, and they tied Elk River 2-2. They'll be at Maple Grove tomorrow night. Hosting number 6 Park Center on the 19th. Centennial 2-0 victory over Armstrong on Tuesday. They'll be hosting Andover on the 13th. as Blaine 2-1-1 in conference, and Centennial 2-3 in conference, 3-4-1 overall.
Spring Lake Park Panthers will beat St. Francis 6-0, and they'll be at home against Osseo and against Totino Grace, and they will be at Chisago Lakes as well. And the Panthers are second place, 4-0. 3-0 is Totino Grace on top with them. So Spring Lake Park's doing all right.
All right, and it is time now for some volleyball. If you remember way back when, Columbia Heights used to have a dynasty
Yes.
in the 80s and early 90s of volleyball, winning state titles left and right, or your TV left and right. But so Spring Lake Park hosted them. Columbia Heights, well, those days are gone.
Yeah.
They're not the dynasty anymore. North Suburban Conference matchup between the Columbia Heights Highlanders and the Spring Lake Park Panthers. Yeah, they got rhythm.
Yep.
And Coach Herlovsky was a big part of that Columbia Heights
There
dynasty
she is.
back then before going to North Carolina Tar Heels. Now she coaches for the Panthers against her alumni. That's emotional. The first set, Elena Fellens, the kill. Panthers build a big lead. Set point, Heights cannot return it. That happened frequently. 25-10, Panthers take the first set. El juego número dos.
That
That's
means
game number
second.
2 in
Yeah,
Espanol.
two, yeah.
Rachel Klesk serves up the ace. The Panthers take game 2, 25-8. That's Ocho. Game number 3. It's going to be a kill for Ariana Ruecki Frali. She puts it away. The Panthers once again a big lead. This is match point, and it's going to be an ace served up from Laura Putnam. 25-10, Panthers take it. They sweep the Highlanders. We caught up with Bailey Israelson and Elena Fellens.
We just really pushed hard in practice, and we just worked really hard, and we just kept motivating ourselves, and our team kept cheering us on, and that just succeeded us and made us win.
If we keep up the communication, we'll win for sure. And we just got to keep the energy up and make sure we talk and have fun.
Well, there they are. Spring Lake Park, looking pretty good, huh?
Yeah, I like the movie soundtrack music too. Blaine swept Andover. They're good at volleyball. I don't know if you knew that. And they'll be at Armstrong, at Owatonna, at Champlain Park. They hit the road. Cougars losing 3-0 to Anoka. They'll be taking on Champlain Park on North Metro TV tomorrow night. Blaine atop the conference.
And the Panthers, we just said that they beat Columbia Heights and they beat West Lutheran 3-0. Yeah, they'll be at home against St. Francis. Then they'll be at Benilde and at home against Coon Rapids.
All right. Our athlete of the week this week is Alex Copa, over 200 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, also 60 yards rushing and a rushing touchdown. So congratulations to Alex Copa, our athlete of the week. 5 scores, that'll get it done for you. Time now for our play of the week. Glug, glug, glug. Oh, I thought you were not going to spoil yourself, but you did.
I did.
Here it is. Copa going deep, and he hits his man. That's Warner, and he takes it the rest of the way to the house. 64-yard touchdown reception and a stiff arm to boot.
All he does is
score touchdowns. Bengals win. The Bengals win. And that, my friends, is our play of the week. Upcoming games tomorrow night. We've got volleyball, Champlain Park at Centennial, and then we actually have a break for football as our games are being televised by those stations. All teams are on the road, but we'll have highlights for you next week. And then next Tuesday, we've got doubleheader soccer to team Spring Park boys and girls. So that'll be fun.
All right, should be a good time.
All right, go out and support your teams. Go Bengals.
Go Panthers.
And go Cougars.
Just go. How about them Vikings?
Yep, go to NorthMetroTV.com. And how about them Vikings? Undefeated Vikings.
Yes. Right here.
Right there.
Right there.